With Rock Lee unconscious, Sakura has to defend herself and her teammates. One of the Sound Genin, Kintsuchi, takes hold of her hair and insults her for spending so much time on her looks. This remark spurs her into cutting her hair to free herself from Kin's grasp. Sakura battles Zakuabumi by using several substitutions, slashing him with a kunai, and pinning him to the ground, while biting him to immobilize his other arm, though he quickly gains the advantage. Zaku then proceeds to beat Sakura's head until she begins to bleed. Unknown to Sakura, Team 10, which includes Choji Akimichi, Shikamaru Nara, and Ino Yamanaka, is watching from a distance, while Ino remembers their childhood memories as Ino and Sakura are childhood friends. Team 10 runs to Sakura's aid before Zaku can kill her, Ino stating that she promised never to let Sakura show her up.
Expansion Jutsu! Go back boulder Jutsu! Slicing sound wave! Ninja art, shadow possession Jutsu!
Ninja art, mind transfer Jutsu!
While the fight rages on, Ino possesses Kin, rendering both of them unable to fight. However, the Sound Genin still manage to hold their own. Just as Rock Lee's teammates appear to join the fight, Sasuke awakens the cursed seal of heaven given to him by Orochimaru, as it engulfs his body. Noticing Sakura's wounds, Sasuke begins attacking Zaku in retaliation, eventually dislocating both of his arms. As Sasuke turns his attention to the final Sound Genin, Dosu, Sakura thinks to herself that this is not the real Sasuke and that he is somehow possessed. She then runs to him and embraces him while begging him to stop. Sasuke's cursed seal disappears and he falls to the ground. Dosu admits Sasuke's strength, leaves their scroll, and retreats while carrying his teammates, vowing to not run away next time they meet. As Team 7, Team 10, and Team Guy recover, Team 8 witnesses Gaara mercilessly killing a team of Hidden Rain Village Genin.
Sand coffin! I can't move! Sand burial!
Although Gaara prepares to turn his attention to Team 8, who were hiding behind the bushes, his siblings persuade him to leave them alone. Gaara's team shatters the record for getting to the tower, reaching their destination in about an hour and a half. Naruto finally awakens from his nap. In need of a second scroll, Naruto contemplates forging a new scroll, although he would first need to read the original one that they already had. Before he could do so, Kabuto arrives to stop him, citing that those who read the scroll were rendered unconscious until the exam's end, and that a rival team had tried to open their scroll and had suffered this fate. Kabuto, separated from his teammates, accompanies Team 7 to the tower at the center of the forest. Along the way, the group encounters a disorienting genjutsu set by the teammates of the Rain Genin that Sasuke had earlier defeated. By the time they realize that they aren't getting any closer to the center of the forest, it is too late, as they are attacked by a number of clones. The team realizes soon enough that the clones are not physical, they are in fact another genjutsu. In order to draw out the assailants, Naruto disguises several of his shadow clones as his teammates, and fights the enemy clones all night. When Team Oboro believe that the entire team is exhausted from combat, Kabuto, Sakura, and Sasuke corner them. Sasuke orders Naruto to take a break, as he had used a lot of chakra and should be unable to move. However, Naruto rushes forward and punches all three of the Rain Genin, surprising Sasuke, Kabuto, and Sakura, with Kabuto realizing that Naruto's chakra levels must be ridiculously high. After a brief struggle, Naruto knocks out the enemies and takes their scroll, at which point they head to the tower and meet with Kabuto's team. Unknown to Naruto and his friends, Kabuto is revealed to be a spy from the Sound Village, and submits all of the data he gathered on them to his master, Orochimaru. Team 7 opens its scrolls inside the tower, summoning Iruka to inform them that they made it in time. He observes their growth, and allows them to enter the main room, where they meet with the other passing teams, Team 10, Team 8, Team 3, the three Sand siblings, Team Kabuto, and Team Dosu. The third Hokage briefly speaks about the exams and leaves Hayate Gecko in charge. Hayate announces that an unusually large number of genin passed the second stage of the exam this year, and as such, before they can proceed to the final stage, a series of one-on-one preliminary matches will have to take place so that only the winners of each match can proceed. Kabuto drops out immediately upon the notice, attributing his withdrawal on an injury sustained from an earlier part of the test. However, he worries to himself that if he participated, the old Kabuto might come out. Sasuke is still experiencing pain from the cursed seal, so Sakura tries to convince Sasuke to drop out. Sasuke refuses, and says that although he doesn't actually care about becoming a Chunin, he must see how he does against some of the best new ninjas, so he can avenge his family. The preliminary matches begin with Sasuke vs Yoroi Akato. As everyone else leaves the arena, Kakashi walks up to Sasuke and warns him about using his Sharingan, revealing that he knows about the cursed seal. He tells Sasuke that if the cursed seal begins to overtake Sasuke, Kakashi will stop the match. Sasuke is in a bad position to begin the fight. The cursed seal paralyzes him and causes intense pain whenever he attempts to use chakra, thus he cannot use genjutsu nor ninjutsu. At the same time, Yoroi's chakra absorption gives him the upper hand against taijutsu, which is Sasuke's only option to use in the battle. Eventually, Sasuke wins using his new move, the Lion Combo, demonstrating his control over the cursed seal in the process.
No, not again! No!
Kakashi takes him to an isolated location to hinder the cursed seal, only to be confronted by Orochimaru as he finishes. Back at the tower, Shino and Zaku begin the next match. Kakashi threatens to kill Orochimaru, a threat that Orochimaru takes lightly. Orochimaru just chooses to walk away, and as he leaves, Kakashi admits to himself that he would not be able to kill Orochimaru on his own. Meanwhile, Shino and Zaku continued their match. Shino ultimately wins his match through the deceptive use of his destructive bugs, leaving Kankuro and Misumi to fight next. Kankuro easily wins his battle against Misumi by tricking him into attacking Karasu, Kankuro's puppet. In retaliation, Karasu snaps Misumi's neck, though he survives due to his ability to contort himself. The fourth match is between Sakura and Ino. The two begin fighting instantly, although they both fail to successfully attack the other. Neji wonders if their fighting skill is the best women ninjas can do, only for Tenten to state that their lack of fighting prowess is not because they are female, but rather because they are restraining themselves. Sakura, unwilling to lose to Ino and not happy with the fact that Ino is pulling her punches and taking pity on her, insults Ino. After trading insults, Sakura removes her protector from her head and places it on her forehead. Ino removes hers from her waist and also places it on her forehead. As true rivals, the pair then rush at one another, finally deciding to take the battle seriously. Sakura and Ino continue exchanging blows with neither able to gain the upper hand, and running out of chakra. She berates Ino for being too focused on beauty rather than her skills, as she cuts her hair off, and throws it on the ground. Desperate, Ino decides to use mind-body transfer to force Sakura to forfeit, despite knowing how inaccurate it is, and that she will be left immobile if it misses. Sakura dodges the attack and appears to have won, but finds herself trapped by the strands of Ino's cut hair which have been infused with chakra to form a binding rope. Ino reveals to only have pretended to miss on purpose, intending to lead her into the trap. She uses mind-body transfer again, knowing it can't miss now, and succeeds on gaining control of Sakura's body. Having gained control, Ino tries to make Sakura forfeit the match. Just then, Naruto yells at her to not to give up, prompting inner Sakura to appear and force Ino out of her head. Although confused by what happened, Ino lacks the energy to try again. Kakashi presumes that Ino's lack of chakra was a factor in Sakura's small victory, but also takes note of her strong will. They both charge at each other to exchange final blows, resulting in a double knockout. Hayate decides that neither of them will pass to the next round.